If you appreciate my efforts, then subscribe my channel, and for video notification please click the bell icon.
Hello, namaste. How are you all today? After so long, today we are doing practice mehndi, practice session. So I want all of you to practice with me. So get ready with one palm template or plain paper and mehndi cone. And let's start. Today we are practicing rajwadi style mehndi. Why I want you to do that? Because rajwadi style mehndi is a perfect way to practice your shapes for big elements like paisleys, petals, curves, and your filler elements. So for beginner, rajwadi style mehndi is a perfect way to start your learning. So today the motif, rajwadi style always have one big motif, and the motif we are using is very simple. I will use some peacock head, peacock swirl, some round petals, some paisley. If you are a new viewer and you want to learn all these shapes, I have special videos on all these elements, so please go to tutorial video playlist and first learn all those steps, go through embellishment videos and come back to practice session. So my regular students and new students also, if you want to start with me, please grab your paper, practice paper and cone, and let's start. So first of all, what will we do? We will start our base design. I want you to take peacock head as a beginning our base design. If it is very difficult for you, then you can take semicircle. Then on top of it, we will draw simple paisley and some round petal resting on paisley. Then I want you to take some slanted border here. As you can see, I am drawing all reference lines first. Then I want you to draw semicircle here. And on top of semicircle we will draw half leaf both side, then one paisley. Then now you have enough decoration with big elements. We can decorate these big elements with filler element. Now choice of filler element, we want to go with very simple. We can take normal swirl. Now as I told you so many times, we have many types of swirl. We have one complete swirl, big one, then we have tiny one round swirl, then the same swirl with dot inside, same big swirl with dot inside, then we have this type of swirl. So as you can see, we have many different types of swirls. These swirls we can take as a filler element itself, or we can take them as a base element. Base element is what? That on top of this swirl, if we draw frill, then this swirl will become our base element and the entire element will be frill flower. So you can combine this type of elements and create your own filler elements. So now we have to fill this entire motif. Now we have one set of motif, then border, then we have another set of motif. So we have to decorate them with tiny frill elements, and that's what I am going to do right now. Okay, I will start with this peacock swirl. For head, I will take very simple lines. Now I can have frills and line. Be very careful, because whenever we decorate this type of curve elements, we have small line here and bigger line outside, so we have to adjust our design according to that. Okay, so with very simple frills and lines I have decorated this peacock swirl. You can use different elements and combine them. It's up to like your decision, your choice. Now this big paisley. For this I want to take some swirls, the full swirls. Now on top of these swirls I will do some fine frills, very tiny one. These tiny frills really need lots of practice. Usually the frills we are doing is that big one. Or with full line. This is frill with full line. This is frill with very fine line. The only difference is my pressure on my cone. Now I will use some small swirls. The tiniest you can go, the intricate it will look. I will show you. Like if you have this petal to fill, if you use big one, your design will look very bulky. Now same size circle, if you fill with tiniest swirl, it will look very delicate. Now to decorate this part, we will use some lines and dots. You can just repeat this pattern, but we will use something more. We will use frill flower. Now for this petal, let's do something different. We can try those hanging frill on this wall. For this petal, we will do bale. That dot leaves bale. The word I am using for all element, for new learner it might be little bit confusing, but those who are following me regularly knows what I am talking about, because all the elements I have some names for them. Like this particular element I call them dot leaves. This I call hanging frills. Why it is hanging frills? Because the base of the frill is not touching this base line. It's hanging. That's why it's a hanging frill. So I have given all names to all these elements, and those who are regularly watching me and following me through my practice and tutorial videos, they will understand what I'm talking about. Now surrounding area we will just fill with lines, stroke lines. Now as you can see, this entire motif I use all the filler elements and everything, but I did not give any line variation to this element. At this point, many beginners does the same mistake. They don't use any type of line variation. Their design look like this because their main elements, the big elements, have same line width. The filler element have same line width. So entire design look exactly on same level. Now to bring more beauty to this entire design, what you can do, just give little bit thicker outline to all the shapes. Now you see the difference between the design it was looking like before and now the look it has right now. It's a major difference. Now the entire main elements popped out. Now you will ask me question that why didn't you use thicker line at the very beginning and why you are tracing it afterwards, why this double work. Okay, if you do it before and then you fill these filler elements, then you will see messy edge here. Actually what we are doing, we are covering all those messy edge that happened after our filler elements, after our drawing of filler elements. That's what we are covering, and plus we are enhancing the beauty of the entire design. So it's like two birds at one stone, that kind of situation, that this is now covering all the messy edge and at the same time the entire design look very beautiful. If you want to fill this surrounding area with smaller elements, what you can do, you can give another outline and then fill all this area with an intricate design. So it will instantly convert your design to intricate bridal mehndi design. Now let's go to this border part. This border part I drew before because I wanted to give you idea what design we are going to practice today. Usually it's a step-by-step process. First you are supposed to draw this, then you are supposed to come on this part. Or there is a one suggestion, if you are working in pair and you are more advanced than your partner, then what you can do, you can draw all these big elements, everything for your partner, then your partner can only fill all these small parts for you. So that way you can finish your bridal design faster if you are working in pair, because sometimes it happens you don't have a partner who is equally talented as you, or that person might be your student or new learner, beginner, but they can manage to do small filler elements, but they are not comfortable with bigger elements. So what you can do in that case, you can draw these bigger elements, the entire motif layout in one hand with fine lines, and then you move to the another hand, and by that time your partner start filling everything inside. So it's just one idea how you can work in team. So okay, let's get back to our border element. I'm using very tiny frills both side of this double line, and then what we can do, we can just draw straight line. Now drawing straight lines are little bit time consuming. So in that case, what you can do, you can draw this kind of frills, because your hand is in movement, so that's why definitely it's faster compared to drawing straight lines. Whenever the elements drawn in movement, it is always faster. Now what we can do, we can just cover the edge. Isn't it smart way? So now nobody can tell it is lines or frills. Only you know what you have done. We can use some different element here. This is one of my favorite element nowadays, because one of my student love this element. So whenever we practice our design, she always have this element. So this is specially for you, dear, if you are watching my video. And we can use some dots decoration. Okay, this is something we use border elements, and these are very simple border elements I used here. You can experiment with them like border elements, and you can use like any border elements of your own choice. If you want some more ideas about border elements, we have videos on that too. Now if you want, you can use tiny dots here in between, or you can use dots here little bit down on top of frills, anything, whatever you like, or you just leave it just like that. Now in this design I will decorate only this semicircle. Rest of the design I want you to complete. I want you to use your creativity, your imagination. So it's something like I always leave my practice session with some challenge for you. So this is going to be challenge for you, that how you complete this rest of the motif. If you want to extend this design, that idea I can give you. Either you can draw border here, like tiny border here, or you can use like normal this kind of round petals, then one connecting paisley like this. So this is also one idea. So that is going to be challenge for you, that how you complete this entire design, and I want you to share with me your creation. How did you finish this entire design? I'm really very eager to see creations done by all of you, because I know you all are very wonderful artists. You all have very beautiful ideas, imaginations. So I really want to see what you can come up with, because that will definitely give me some new idea. The way you people are using elements, it's something very different. Many times you people come up with. So that's why I really want to see your creation, and where you can share your creation. Definitely on my Facebook page wall you can share your creation. So not only me, there are many other artists who are learning with us. They all can see your work and they can have more ideas too. So definitely share your ideas with all of us. If you want, I will create one post sharing this design on my Facebook page, and you all can share your creation just below that particular post. So let me know. So this is the end of our practice session today. As I told you, I am not going to complete this design. I want you to complete this design and share your creation with us. So I will see you again in my next video very soon. And if you have any suggestions, request, or any design you want me to do tutorial or demonstration, definitely do let me know. Thank you everyone. Take care. Bye bye. And don't forget to complete this design, because I am eagerly waiting for your creations. Thank you. Bye bye. Love you everyone. See you. Bye.